Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. How y'all doing out there? Happy Sunday, everybody. Hopefully, your weekend's been an excellent one so far. Hopefully, you've done whatever you want to do, whether it be relax, whether it be get out, having a good time, going to the parks, hanging out with family, friends, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just hopefully it's been excellent for you so far. Good morning, Donna. Hello. Glad to have you with us here on this Sunday morning. And I'm actually on time today. Happy Sunday, Tony. Happy Sunday. Glad to have you with us as well. Yes, yesterday, I don't know if you saw this, but I started things a little bit early for you yesterday. I've been waiting since 7:30, Tony. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday, things were a little funny. I totally lost track of time. Started early yesterday. Still did a show that I hope you checked out, whether you were able to catch it live or whether you watched it later. Yesterday I started the show for whatever reason, just a half hour early. I didn't realize it until I'd already started it. But I thought about it more. I'm like, well, why? Why yesterday did I accidentally start early? And I came up with several conclusions. First of all, number one, I'm dumb. Yeah, that was first and foremost. Yes, the first reason is I'm dumb. Kind of worked for you. Good. Better early than late. It's true. I could do a little bit of both. Secondly, yesterday, I had a lot to do yesterday, and I was planning originally to go for a run. And usually I did that this morning. I usually go for a run before I do the show. But I do a little prep ahead of time, and then I do a little prep afterwards. And yesterday I thought I was going to do that. Then I realized, I have to finish mowing the lawn, which I needed to do. And I had almost an entire podcast episode to prepare for yesterday. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw out the run. But I decided that last moment. I think that kind of threw my clock off. But anyway, that was part of the reason why I did it. And then thirdly, yes, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Once again, I'm dumb. That's why I messed up yesterday. But everything's back to normal today, 8 a.m. on a Sunday. And hopefully, again, it is a super Sunday for you. Hopefully, you have some great things planned for today. Hopefully, some good things going on. No matter what it is. Again, if you're just relaxing, watching some football, great. That's what we're going to do. Well, after we record our episode today, that's what we're going to do. But whether you're getting out and having a great time, hanging out with people, whatever you got going on, hopefully it's a super Sunday. Hopefully it's a super Sunday. So what are we talking about on this December 8th, 2024? Another weekend, wonderful weekend day. Well, this came out. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but if you haven't, you need to see it because it's amazing. Because as we already know this, Dick Van Dyke is an absolute treasure. And he proved it again this week. There's a new video coming out. There's a video out right now. But there's also a music video coming out later. It's a Coldplay song. And he got together with Dick Van Dyke to do this video, which you have to see it. There's a director's cut out right now. You can find it on YouTube. I won't tell you to stop watching us right now, but you probably will want to do it right after you get done watching the show. Because again, Dick Van Dyke, he's 98, very close to turning 99, and he's amazing. He's the most incredible person. I sent it out on social media yesterday. Like, there's a lot of discussion on who's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. It's Dick Van Dyke. It's it. That's it. It's Dick Van Dyke. He is the greatest of all time. And he still continues to be at 98, almost 99, the greatest of all time. And to see him out dancing, joyful, discussing, his long life and what, he's 98. How many years does he have left? Let's keep our fingers crossed. It's still a lot more. But, knowing that he's lived such a wonderful life, full of family, full of friends, and has had such amazing experiences, he is what we try and get across on this show. He is positivity. He is joy. And just, it made us so happy. And if you watch it now, okay, I tear up at everything. But if you watch it, I really believe you might want to have a tissue or two ready because he's just an amazing, amazing person. So please check that out. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. It's a great song. It's called All My Love. definitely check it out because it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. You just do search for All My Love Director's Cut on social media. Or excuse me, on YouTube. Check out, I posted the link on social media. You can check it out there, but please check it out because it is amazing. It is amazing. Other things that we're talking about. Well, yesterday out at the Disneyland Resort, out at Disneyland Park, it was their annual Candlelight Processional. Now, we did a Candlelight Processional episode a few weeks ago and discussed this, that, Disneyland is where the Candlelight Processional started, but they do things a little bit differently. Obviously, at Epcot, Candlelight Processional runs all through the holiday season. At Disneyland, they do it only a couple nights a year. And you don't really know who's going to be the narrator ahead of time. This is mostly for guests that are invited to get seating. However, you can come and watch it if you get there and get a spot early on. You can come and watch it. So every year, it's the question of who is going to be the narrator for the Candlelight Processional out at Disneyland. And yesterday, well, of course, it was Agatha all along. Yes, Catherine Hahn was the narrator yesterday or last night at the Candlelight Processional at Disneyland, and wonderful choice. I haven't seen any video of it yet or anything, but I've heard she did a fantastic job with it. It was excellent. She's so talented and so such an interesting person and such a great actress and personality that I'm sure she did a fantastic job. And that made me happy because we loved in this household. We loved this show, Agatha. One, we loved WandaVision, which she was in. We loved Agatha All Along, which she starred in. But we've liked her in many, many roles, including Back to Parks and Recreation and many other things that she's done throughout her career. So couldn't have been happier that she was the narrator for the Candlelight Processional at Disneyland last night. What else are we talking about on this day? Again, it is December 8th. It's always a day for something. Well, today is a day to break out those ugly sweaters, those ugly jumpers, because yes, it is National Wear Your Jumper Day. So break out those ugly sweaters, a jumper, essentially. I actually, thought they were a little different, but jumpers. And you can wear those ugly sweaters today and enjoy it because it is the season for the ugly holiday sweater for sure. And maybe if you're a little embarrassed by the holiday sweater you wear, well, it also is National Pretend to Time Travel Day today. So you can pretend to go back in time, maybe whether it be hop in a DeLorean or hop in a TARDIS or go totally old school and do the old school time machine, or just watch one of these great shows. Pretend to go back in time today. Today, that's one of the days that it is today. Or you can kind of just kick back and maybe just do a little crossword puzzles, because today is also National Crossword Puzzle Day. Do you like doing crossword puzzles? I enjoy them from time to time, especially if it's somewhere where I'm just trying to kill some time. But I am not great at crossword puzzles. I will admit it. I usually get about 2/3 to 3/4 of it done of a crossword puzzle. And then there's just those few that I just don't get. And okay, good enough. I killed some time. I did most of the crossword puzzle. I'm not saying that I've never finished a crossword puzzle. I have. But especially the tough ones. Like if you get the New York Times crossword puzzle, like if you can finish that thing with regularity, not that that's a stretch. I've already proven or mentioned I'm dumb. Not that that's a stretch. If you can do the New York Times crossword puzzle regularly and finish it, you are a very, very smart person, or at least you know a lot more trivia and interesting things than I do. That's for sure. That's for sure. How about something easier to enjoy today? Yeah, yum. This is something that is much easier for me and much more readily for me to enjoy. It is National Brownies Day. And yes, man, I'm just looking at these brownies. I just did a run. Now I'm very, very hungry. I want some brownies. These brownies, by the way, I brought it up on this show before. These are the cocoa brownies with brown butter. It's on our Disney Dishes blog website. It is the best brownies recipe I've ever seen, that I've ever made. If you've never tried to make it, do it. It's not difficult. It's easy. And they are the most moist, fudgy, wonderful brownies I've ever had. And I think you would enjoy them too if you tried to create them and made them at home. They're not difficult. Please go to Disney Dishes blog. Just type in brownies or cocoa brownies and the recipe will come up. And I highly recommend it. If you're looking for some brownies, really, really good. I like walnuts in mine. You can choose for yourself if you want to have nuts in it. Some people don't like nuts. Some people are allergic to nuts. You don't have to have them in there. I like them. I like the texture change in a brownie, but that's up to you on what you personally enjoy. So, but please do it. Try this brownie recipe out. I think you might not go back to any other brownie recipe once you've tried it. Again, not that difficult and really, really good. Really, really good. What else are we celebrating on this day in Disney history, December 8th of 2024? Well, this is very good and seasonal. Prep and Landing debuted on ABC on this day back in 2009. Do you like Prep and Landing? We didn't watch it originally. But we've watched it over the last 4 or 5 years back on Disney Plus since Disney Plus has come around, and we've been able to check it out. And now it's like one of our favorites. It's like every year we have to put it on in the holiday season. If you don't know what Prep and Landing is, it's the story of kind of this elf, Wayne, who gets passed over for a promotion, and he gets a little disgruntled, but he has to bring on kind of a rookie elf. His name is Lanny. And what they do is they basically get everything ready at the homes for Santa's arrival. And it's an interesting and fun and wonderful story. They've done a couple sequels since, and they're all good. They're all enjoyable. Check them out if you've never seen them before, or if it's been a while since you've seen them. Maybe go back and revisit it. It's really fun and really good. And again, it's become a regular for me here. Love all the Prep and Landings. There are 2 TV specials and a short. Yes, Tony, I know. We once we watched the first one, we're like, we have to watch them all. And we have, and we do it every year. And it's amazing and fun. Scott likes them too. So we'll be watching that probably today to celebrate the anniversary of it. Also on this day, Disney-related history, in 2014, we went Into the Woods, because Into the Woods premiered at the Ziegfeld Theater in New York on this day. It was the musical adaptation, the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Into the Woods. Starred so many, it was quite an ensemble cast, that for sure. Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, Chris Pine, Anna Kendrick, Johnny Depp, all had roles in this. Do you like Into the Woods? I'm okay with it. It wasn't our favorite Disney musical. Not one of our favorites, but I like some of the songs. Some of it was cute. There were some interesting twists on some traditional tales in it. It's enjoyable. If you've never seen it, it's worth checking it out, seeing if it's one of your favorites or something that you might enjoy. If you like musicals, highly recommend you check it out, at least to kind of give it your thought and see. But yeah, on this day, 2014, it premiered in New York City. So yeah, awesome. Hey, if it's your birthday today, again, December 8th, a very happy birthday to you. Here's a few of the people that you celebrate your birthday with, and it's a big list today. There are a lot of interesting people that you share your birthday with. How about the Candyman himself, Sammy Davis Jr.? He would have been 99 today, born on this day in 1925. Of course, singer, dancer, member of the Rat Pack, entertainer, just an amazing, like I said, amazing entertainer. Just so good. Yeah, we lost him many years ago, but yeah, just great performer. This guy, a little bit troubled, but he put out some great music. Poet, singer, songwriter, band leader for the Doors, frontman. Jim Morrison would have been 81 today. His life cut way too short. Born on this day in 1943. We lost him back in 1971. Interesting, born pretty much right outside our doorstep here in Melbourne, Florida. We live in Palm Bay, Florida. Our sister city is Melbourne. That's where he was born. It's his birthday today. Another great musician, performer that we lost too early. Greg Allman. He would have been 77 today, born on this day in 1947, lost him in 2017. Of course, member of the Allman Brothers. He had his own band as well. Had a relationship with Cher for a while. But Greg Allman, it's his birthday today. Academy Award-winning actress she won the Academy Award for LA Confidential. She was also in Batman, many other films. Kim Basinger. Basinger? Do you say Basinger or Basinger? I say Kim Basinger is what I say. 1970, or excuse me, she was born in 1953. She is 71 today. Also, Desperate Housewife, Terry Hatcher, born on this day, 1964. She turns 60 today. And rapper, singer, Nicki Minaj. For a while, she was one of the judges on American Idol. She turns 42 on today, born on this day in 1982. And this one more I'm going to bring up here, and this is probably just for Michelle and myself more than anything else. This probably won't matter to anybody outside of maybe some other San Diegans. We're former San Diegans. If you're San Diegan, may not be important to you, but it's important to us, I think, because one of our favorite all-time San Diego Chargers, Philip Rivers, quarterback for many, many seasons. We've seen many, many games and watched him. He is one of our favorite players of all times. It's his birthday today. He turns 43 today, born on this day in 1981. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal person. He was a great quarterback, great leader of the team, great family man. You can see a picture here of his family, and you see all the children. He has actually 10 children. There's one more than what you see here. He's had one since this, with the same woman. But he was a fascinating player. He was during the period when of course, we were fans of the Chargers, but also there while I was covering the Chargers. So I got to talk to him many times. Just a great, great guy, a competitor on the field. He would trash talk on the field. But the interesting thing about him, and this is rare for anybody who plays football, he wouldn't ever swear. If his teammates would come in and like, why don't you ever swear? His worst word would be like, dadgummit. He would trash talk, and there would not be one swear word that would come out of his mouth. And not that I care about swear words. I mean, I use them myself, not on the show, not here personally. I use them in appropriate times just for myself. I worked in the kitchens. I worked in radio. Believe me, swear words are in my vocabulary. But he would not do it. Anyway, and again, remained San Diego Charger, not LA Charger, San Diego Charger, back where they should have been, where they should be still to this day. I'm not over it. I'm not over it, as you can tell. But yeah, happy birthday to Philip Rivers. Again, this is just for me more than anything else. And Michelle will attest. Philip Rivers is probably her favorite player of all time as well. So just celebrating him today. All right. One more thing before we get out of here. Yes, we do have a new episode today, and it is a deep dive. Unfortunately, sorry, it's not Michelle's research, so it won't be the best research, but I'm going to try and do my best to get close to Michelle's research. There's no way I can match Michelle's research. That just won't happen. You can't do it. You can't do it. But I'm going to do my best. It's going to be a deep dive into the original Moana, because obviously Moana 2 came out in theaters last week. It did great in the theaters. We probably will do a little bit of a review because we saw Moana 2 this week, talk about it. But we want to break down, because it's been 8 years since the original Moana came out. And there may be some interesting facts that either you didn't know or you had forgotten over that time. And so we're going to explore it. I call it Journeys, a deep dive into Moana, because as I was doing my research, I noticed that there were a lot of journeys involved in this. Of course, obviously the film, it's all about a huge voyage, the journey for Moana, the hero's journey that she goes on, the journey that she goes on as a character in life. But there's also, as we were looking from stuff that happened behind the scenes, incredible journeys that happened for the film's creator, the musicians, the cast members, so many things that they kind of tied together that I felt like it needed to be titled Journeys, because it's all about the journeys there. And I think that hopefully you'll enjoy what we talk about. And again, hopefully there'll be some interesting facts and information that you haven't known before, or like I said, that you have known at some point, but maybe have forgotten over that time. But yeah, I think you're going to like it. That will be coming out later today. I have to polish up. The notes are almost done. I'm just going to polish up a few things on the notes. There will be some sound involved in it, so that'll be hopefully enjoyable for you as well. But there's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting and you'll enjoy it. And that'll be out on the East Coast time sometime early this afternoon. and on the West Coast sometime kind of mid-morning. So watch your favorite podcatcher for that. Not sure if we'll do a video episode yet, thinking we might, but we'll see about that. But either way, check it out. Check it out. And that's coming later today. All right. Wrapping things up. Everybody have a sensational Sunday. Have some fun today. Relax, get out, have a good time, whatever it might be. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m., assuming that I remember what time it is because I am dumb. You never know for sure. But my plan is to be back on 6:30 tomorrow morning. Until that time, everybody, remember, please share some kindness, share some smiles, and always, please share some positivity. I'll see you tomorrow morning, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Bye.